place where mountains pierce the heavens and clouds caress the rock with a temporary shroud. A place where meadows roll like carpets of green into infinite valleys surrounding motionless lakes. A place where palm trees bask in the sun below glaciers that rise like rivers of eternal ice notching the sky. And then imagine a synchronized travel system where trains glide over gorges spanned by towering bridges and burrow through mountains as if tunneling into a world where past and present become one and the future doesn't seem to matter. Where boats and lake steamers drift past honey-colored villages, or a brilliant profusion of flowers, or the watchful serenity of medieval bell towers. Where cable cars float gracefully suspended on wires that disappear into another realm, and where funiculars climb along vertical pathways to settings that peer into miniature worlds below. There is such a place where transportation is an art form, a place where travelers can make the scene while Mother Nature creates the scenery, a place we know as Switzerland. Switzerland is a country on the move. From the moment you arrive, you know that the Swiss travel system is unique. An exercise in precision that whisks you from airport to train and on to your destination in a matter of minutes. Perhaps Paul Thoreau said it best when he wrote that travel is flight and pursuit in equal parts. And there's no better place to experiment with that theory than in Switzerland. Here you can travel for travel's sake, free to experience the exhilaration of discovery along serpentine ribbons of steel through an ever-changing array of scenery. Swiss transportation is a masterpiece of access, a marvel of engineering. For here is a system combining comfort and convenience with clockwork coordination to make travel a delight, and each journey a treasure chest of adventure. The Swiss travel system is no accident. Rather, it is a concept, an idea tracing its roots to more than a century of development, perfected over time into a superb method of moving travelers throughout the country, and all with care and concern for the environment. At the Swiss Transport Museum on the shores of Lake Lucerne, nostalgic displays recall days when magnificent machines conquered overwhelming geography to bring the process of travel to new heights. A system that is a constant source of fascination, where one might sense being part of some elaborate model train layout, an enchanting spell which causes you to wonder where illusions end and reality begins. Traveling in Switzerland can make you feel temporarily transformed into the pages of Alice in Wonderland or Gulliver's Travels. For one moment, you feel larger than life, in control of the landscape. And in the next, you're miniaturized by the awesome magnitude of the Alps. Trains are the heart of the system, linking the Swiss Federal Railways with over 400 privately operated lines to form a synchronized method of travel. Fast trains, leisurely trains, panoramic trains. In Switzerland, you can visit the highest railway station in Europe, or ride slow-moving trains past glaciers that rise to the crest of the world, or simply sit back and savor ever-changing vistas that are a feast for the senses. But if trains are the heart, then other forms of transportation connect this marvelous web of movement into a cohesive system that is a traveler's dream. It begins in the cities and towns where buses and trams operate continuously to link central access points with outlying areas. The modern double-decked S-Bahn in Zurich provides frequent, efficient service for commuters in the region. And throughout the country, the famed Swiss postal buses are scheduled to arrive and depart within minutes of regular train services, taking passengers as well as mail to places not served by train. In many places, trains link with lake steamers to offer another relaxing method of travel. In some places, funiculars go right from the rail station to the center of the city. And in other areas, funiculars even coordinate with lake steamers, so travel is virtually continuous. Rack railroads are also part of the system. Perhaps a cable car to elevate your spirits. Or why not drive your car right onto a train for quick, easy access to the other side of the Alps? You see, wherever you want to go in Switzerland, the travel system can get you there and back, even if only to use the oldest form of transportation known to man. The Swiss travel system, it runs like clockwork. Of course, a simple matter of Swiss timing, and all it takes is a little basic training. Mention the name Switzerland and alpine images first come to mind. Rightly so, for Switzerland is the product of millions of years of sculpture at the hands of Mother Nature. In the dawn of time, what are now the rivers Rhine, Rhone, Reuss, and Ticino combined to carve out the mountain chains we know today, a vast geological pyramid in the heart of Europe. But Switzerland is more than a mountainous wonderland. It is the crossroads of the continent, where its rivers and streams flow into 58 lakes in an area about half the size of the state of Maine. In Switzerland, water sets the stage for a backdrop of twin-towered cathedrals, ancient covered bridges, terraced vineyards, and picturesque castles. Rivers and lakes are the life's blood of this country known as the reservoir of Europe, the source of unsurpassed beauty, where nature works overtime and postcards seem to come alive. Here, every large city is on a lake, or a river, or both. Zurich, a lively commercial center, is situated on the river Limmat, which spills into the northern tip of Lake Zurich. The great international city of Geneva is nestled on the shores of Switzerland's largest body of water, Lake Geneva, where a dazzling fountain symbolically jets water high into the sky. The castle of Chillon, immortalized by Lord Byron, juts from the coast of Montreux on the northeastern shore of Lake Geneva. In Basel, the borders of Germany and France meet Switzerland along the Rhine, while Romanshorn in northeastern Switzerland lies on Lake Constance. Here, boats provide frequent service to Germany and Austria. The medieval capital city of Bern, with its arcaded streets, is built along a peninsula carved by the meandering river Ari. A special kind of splendor can be found at Interlaken, located between two lovely lakes. Southern Switzerland is graced with the beauty of Lugano, situated on a bay of Lake Lugano that basks in the sunshine of the Italian-speaking region. There's a Mediterranean flair in Locarno as well. Located on a bend of Lake Maggiore, this rustic treasure is also the gateway to the Cento Valley Railway. And Lucerne is a favorite with its romantic chapel bridge that has spanned the river Reuss for centuries. In a country famous for banking, its rivers and streams are its greatest liquid assets, and that adds to the interest. For water is Switzerland's only natural resource, creating much of the beauty in a land found somewhere under a rainbow. Every country has its own special moods, its own distinct faces, and Switzerland is no different. Its character is influenced by its four languages: German, French, Italian, and Romansh, a mixture of cultures that blend with the surroundings to create a place like no other, a place that nourishes the spirit, a place where happiness beckons. Switzerland is one of the oldest democracies in the world, with 700 years of history. The land of William Tell, a land that inspired the likes of Rossini and Schiller and Byron. It is 75% mountainous, a place of perpendicular proportions, majestic, eternal upheavals of rock etched by eons of erosion, where glaciers are covered with blankets of snow and perpetual layers of ice, titans of nature that Byron once called frozen hurricanes. Glorious peaks where you can stand at the top of the world and feel as though you can see the ends of the earth. But Switzerland is also a place that feels the rhythms of nature, where lush meadows roll gently up hillsides and down to its shorelines, where babbling brooks give birth to the great waterways of Europe, where the watershed divides the flow of rivers toward the North Sea and the Mediterranean. There are summer tableaus where valleys curve in carpets of green, where palm trees blow gracefully and cactus plants surprise nearly everyone, where flowers grow brilliant and bold. Here, sailboats race with the wind. Here, cows and sheep graze at the base of the heavens. And here, castles merely grow old. Taste the traditions at sidewalk cafes. Watch cheese being made. Stroll idly through colorful markets, or savor a delicious fondue. Each city and town offers something unique. Basel and Bern are cultural centers. Geneva played an important role in the Protestant Reformation. Zurich's Bahnhofstrasse is a mecca for shoppers. Lausanne is the home of the Olympic Committee. Lugano and Locarno are lakeside jewels on the border of Italy. And Lucerne is a treasure chest of narrow streets and colorful facades. Yes, Switzerland is truly an extravaganza, a showcase of scenery, a geological garden, a majestic place where calendar photographs seem to come alive. One need only take time to visit for an experience that is just picture perfect. It has been written that some of life's most exhilarating pleasures are the simplest. The Swiss travel system is positive proof of that statement, with a variety of transportation services that make Switzerland easy to discover. Today's travelers yearn for independence, the ability to explore at their own pace according to their own whims and fancies. That's because the nature of travel is a completely personal enterprise. No two people ever share quite the same experience, regardless of the time, the place, the companions, or how often they go. Time was when flexibility was an expensive travel proposition, but no more. And no place is more manageable than Switzerland, for the frequency, diversity, and range of its transportation system makes independent travel a reality. Controllable, not intimidating. A concept that is not only delightful, but affordable as well. If your gateway is Zurich or Geneva, both airports feature railway stations right at the facility, making the connection from planes to trains fast and convenient. Distances are short in Switzerland, and that compact size, combined with the versatility of the travel system, makes it easy to use one or two cities as a base and take day trips throughout the country. The capital city of Bern is in the German part of the nation. Interlaken, near Bern, also has a German influence, as does Lucerne in central Switzerland, which is only an hour by train from Zurich. Basel is the junction where Switzerland meets Germany and France. Geneva and Montreux, on the shores of Lake Geneva, are nestled in the French-speaking region. In Zermatt, you can ski into Italy, or take the leisurely 7-hour trip on the Glacier Express to St. Moritz. But whether you choose to set up a base or stay on the move, only Switzerland can offer so many convenient methods of travel. Imagine starting by rail with an intercity train, then take a funicular or cogwheel, followed by a cable car, and later a postal bus, before completing the day with a relaxing cruise aboard a lake steamer. Sound impossible? Not in Switzerland. The transportation system is that flexible. Each trip is an adventure within itself, yet unified by the system, each scheduled to interconnect with the other, creating positive feelings within, making you feel optimistic, alive, and all with plenty of time to savor the destination and the glorious beauty of Switzerland.
Hey, how are you doing, man?
Switzerland has many one-of-a-kind train trips that glide over, around, and through the country. One of the favorites is the Golden Pass, which links Geneva and Zurich with stops at Montreux, Stade, Interlaken, and Lucerne. And the Panorama Express, with its domed coaches, meanders through part of the rolling terrain of the Golden Pass route between Montreux and Zweisimmen. The picturesque Cinto Valley Railway has been described by many as the Swiss Tunerville trolley. This delightful little train tiptoes through Italy, past medieval villages with Romanesque and Renaissance origins. Take the Bernina or the Glacier Express, magnificent mountain excursions that pass through tunnels and tunnel through passes. At Romanshorn, trains connect with boats that carry travelers on Lake Constance to Germany and Austria, as well as other parts of Switzerland. Unspoiled natural settings dominate the surroundings of northwestern Switzerland in the region of Jura. The William Tell Express is a combination boat-train outing touching historic places around Lake Lucerne. Or witness the breathtaking vistas of the Matterhorn and the Jungfrau from railroads that climb toward the clouds. Electric Swiss trains through electrifying Swiss scenery. Rails speak to us with voices that whisper tales of discovery, echoing a travel system where adventure awaits around every bend. Proof of the age-old expression that one good turn deserves another. The most popular access points to Switzerland are the international gateway airports in Zurich, Geneva, and Basel. Zurich and Geneva are linked to the entire Swiss rail system by their railway stations, so that your holiday can begin within minutes of arrival. Luggage carts are readily available before clearing customs to make your transition smooth and efficient. And they're designed to fit right on the escalators, so you hardly need to break your stride. When you purchase a ticket on the Swiss travel system, you open the door to new horizons, and there are several options available to suit your needs and itinerary. The Swiss Pass entitles you to unlimited trips on the entire system, which covers 9,000 miles of railroad, boat, and postal bus routes, plus trams and buses in 25 Swiss cities. Tickets are first or second class and good for periods of 8 or 15 days or 1 month. Swiss Pass also offers a 25% discount for excursions to many mountaintops. Swiss FlexiPass allows unlimited use of the Swiss travel network for any 3 days you desire to travel during a 15-day period. The Swiss FlexiPass is also available in first or second class. Planning an extended trip to Switzerland with one primary base? Swiss Card might just be the ticket. Swiss Card covers your trip from the Zurich or Geneva airport or any Swiss border station to your destination and back. In addition, it allows unlimited purchase of regular one-way or round trips on all scheduled services by train, postal motor coach, or lake steamer for half price. Swiss Card is good for 1 month in first or second class, and your return trip does not have to go to the same airport or border station as your initial arrival. Remember, children from 6 to under 16 always travel free when accompanied by an adult holding a Swiss Family Card in combination with a Swiss Pass, Swiss FlexiPass, or a Swiss Card. For the ultimate in flexibility, there's even a Swiss Rail and Drive program. Swiss Rail and Drive features a combination of any 5 days of train and car travel during a 15-day period. You receive 3 days unlimited use of the entire Swiss travel system, plus 2 days of travel by rental car. Car rentals include unlimited mileage, basic liability insurance, tax, and free drop-offs within Switzerland. All it takes is a simple phone call to your travel agent. Or for more information, just contact your nearest Swiss National Tourist Office. Keep in mind that prices remain constant for a full calendar year. Upon your arrival, the validation process is simple and convenient. Just present your pass at any Swiss Rail office the first time you use it, and you're on your way to the wonders of Switzerland. Remember, the public transportation network is used primarily by the Swiss themselves, and that translates to a wide range of services that are often a pleasant surprise for the visitor. Larger train stations are like self-contained miniature cities, providing information, banks or money exchange, hotel reservations, newsstands, and a variety of food services. Smaller stations have all the same services either right in the facility or just a few steps away. Coin-operated lockers are usually available for storing small items for a period of 24 hours. And there is also a baggage check, or left luggage, where you can leave pieces not immediately required. Swiss train stations do not have porters, but there are numerous luggage carts for the bags you do wish to take. Getting hungry? Many stations have comfortable sit-down restaurants, and in Switzerland, many of these Bahnhof buffets are so good, they're even popular with the locals. Of course, sandwiches and snacks are also easy to find. Language is not a problem. Large and small stations alike feature pictograms with universal symbols that point you in the right direction. And at information centers, English and many other languages are readily spoken. While there are plenty of signs showing the way, assisting your needs, and guiding you to the trains, it is helpful to be able to read and understand timetables to ensure that you catch the right train. Arrivals and departures are prominently displayed in many stations with electronic boards, but there are always printed schedule posters. White posters show arrivals, yellow posters indicate departures. Be aware that schedules are shown in military time, so that 1 p.m. becomes 1300, and so on to midnight, which is 2400 hours. Electronic departure indicators display current departure times, track numbers, destinations, and sometimes the calling points en route, as well as the configuration of the trains. You may also find printed indicators of the size of the trains and where first and second class and dining cars are located. Destination placards are found on the sides of the cars. The city of origin is on top, and the final stop is at the bottom. Sometimes important stops in between are also listed. Remember, the Swiss travel system runs on time. It is a source of pride. Even when the weather is bad, the system is punctual. It is important to board a proper car on your train. Second-class coaches are distinguished by a number 2 on the outside, while first class has a large yellow strip at the top as well as a number 1 on the side. Ample space is provided for luggage, and restrooms are conveniently located at the end of each coach. Some trains even have telephone service available. Because of frequent service, you cannot make reservations on Swiss trains, with the exception of the Glacier Express and some other scenic trains. In these cases, reservations are necessary. Dining cars are between a first and second class section of the intercity trains. Dining aboard a train is a delight with all the comforts of a quality restaurant, complete with linens and china. For shorter trips, lighter fare is served at your seat from a buffet trolley with a variety of drinks and snacks. Train staff are readily available on board and will check your travel documents en route and help with any questions you may have. The Swiss travel system is moving headlong into the 21st century with modern facilities like those in Lucerne, now providing computerized information, itinerary planning, specialized ticketing, and much more. And an exclusive feature for travelers using Swiss Air is the ability to obtain airline boarding cards at many train stations up to 24 hours prior to departure. In addition, for a modest supplement, Fly Rail baggage service lets you check luggage from your home airport right to your Swiss destination, or from a rail station in Switzerland directly to your next destination. Just show your air and rail tickets. Transportation at its finest, the way it should be, where everything connects, where one service complements another, where getting around is a delight. The Swiss travel system proves that the sky is really the limit. For more than 100 years, the Swiss Federal Railways have been making tracks through Switzerland. Swiss travel is an exercise in precision. It's about time, where time seems to vanish, yet where you can have the time of your life. For once you are seated on a Swiss train, your world becomes larger. New vistas unfold with each twist in the tracks. Panoramas in motion, played out on a geological stage that draws the curtain on scene after scene of magnificent beauty. What better way to see a landscape than by train? And what better landscapes to see than in Switzerland? A country that beckons to be absorbed by the senses. A celebration of scenery energized by a profusion of mountains that sometimes swallow the sky. Jagged sheets of stone sculpted by time into petrified murals of rock. Yet no place in Switzerland is too remote. No place is inaccessible because the transportation system has conquered the contours of its geography. Switzerland is a place where you can feel as though you are riding down from heaven, where you can cast your fate to the winds and sail into infinity, where you can browse through villages that peer into the past, where you can walk into glaciers or dine at the top of the world, where you can step into the pages of poetry and prose, Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes, Byron's Prisoner of Chillon, Schiller's William Tell. Boarding a train is an adventure, an event filled with the wishes of wanderers. Ahead lies the promise of bold new dimensions, intoxicating images that free us from the repetitions of our lives. Journeys into the imagination along steel pathways within machines described by Robert Louis Stevenson as a flying chain of carriages. Swiss trains have a sound all their own. Bewitching whistles that can be heard far away in those in-between places. Places where sounds sing in the silence. Places where silence seems to have a sound of its own. The Swiss travel system offers such a variety of train trips, it may be difficult to choose. But whatever your tastes, there's a journey tailored for you. Perhaps the best known of Switzerland's great scenic railways is the Glacier Express. This leisurely 7-hour excursion through the Forca Pass connects Zermatt with St. Moritz, from the base of the Matterhorn to the rooftop of Europe. The Western Alps to the Eastern Alps. The Glacier Express is unforgettable. St. Moritz is also the gateway to the Bernina Pass, where trains climb more than 7,000 feet without using racks. The result? Breathtaking scenery aboard the Bernina Express that spirals through tunnels and switches back and forth to the border of Italy. For more Italian flavor, the Cento Valley Railway passes through the northern tip of Italy between the towns of Locarno and Domodossola. The route takes you through two marvelous valleys, one in Italy, the other in Switzerland, as well as idyllic villages and memorable countryside. For a journey into Swiss history, there's the William Tell Express. This combination rail-boat excursion sails along Lake Lucerne past many of Switzerland's historic landmarks before connecting with rail cars that take you across the Alps through the St. Gothard Pass. These are but a few of the magnificent trips available on the Swiss travel system. There's also the Gornergrat, the Jungfraubahn, the Panorama Express, and many, many more. As someone once wrote, travel is frequently a matter of seizing the moment. In Switzerland, the moment seizes you and captures your heart. Switzerland embraces your spirit and possesses your soul, for Switzerland is a place where you can go to lose yourself and discover that you have found yourself instead. The Swiss travel system. It's a moving experience.